Hey YouTube, this is Phil with the Adventure Seekers channel, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the 6-moon design Lunar Solo. This is the 2012 model, and it is a tarp tent. It's a single wall tent, and it is an ultralight tent. It's coming in at 2 pounds. That 2 pounds includes my ground cloth. This is a 3x7 piece of tyvek. I use that for a ground cloth. Works great. The stakes are included in that weight. It takes 6 stakes to set it up. And let's see, what else can I tell you about it? It has a 26 square foot inside usable floor space. It has an 8.5 foot vestibule fully covered. It's got no-seam mesh door, big door. It's vented very well. There's actually a no-seam mesh that the bathtub floor hangs from. That goes all the way around the outside perimeter of that bathtub floor. And you'll get a quick shot of that once I get it all set up for you. But it sets up with a single trekking pole, and I mean, for 2 pounds, I gotta say this is one of your lighter options out there, you know, as far as trying to get your weight down. And if you're getting into ultralight, searching for your first tent, you know, 5 pounds is about anything, you know, the lightest that you're gonna find anywhere in any of the retail stores. You know, you gotta dig a little bit on the internet and research in the right places to find this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is go over this with you today and show you exactly all the features once I get it set up, and give you a walk through the outside and the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on that now. Way to do this, basically, there's a little notch right here in the top for your trekking pole to slip into, and then down at the bottom of this there's a little loop, like a retainer loop for the bottom of this. What I found the easiest way to do is to lay it down, extend your trekking pole, kind of just set it up the length with this little flap right here as well. You set it up right there like that, tends to work really good as far as setting your height. So start with that. Make sure you got front zip shut when you're getting started on this. That way you get all your everything's tensioned properly. Starting with this outside corner right here, and on the opposite. corner of my bathtub floor up. So, put these in at a little bit of an angle. Again, find your outside corner here. Kind of line that up. We got one longer stake that's used for the front. These are sold on their website as well. Actually, top of this actually leans into the tent a little bit. I found this is the way that it sets up the best. Takes a little bit of fine tuning. Get everything tensioned right. They do have a recommended method to set this up, which I just followed. As you can see, I mean, with practice will probably get better. Wasn't quite as perfect as I was hoping for a shot. Overall, that really didn't take an incredible amount of time. I'm going to take you for a little pan around the outside here. As you can see, it's got a high vent here, and then if you look down underneath, you can see your bathtub floor. And if we open the vestibule here, there are some retainer clips. This will roll right up. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. And I mean, you could sleep like that with the door open. If you want, you could open both sides actually if you wanted. You know, you could unclip it right here and roll up the other side as well. Nylon tents have a tendency to sag. This will actually tighten it up for you. You can do that while you're inside the tent actually, but that will do either tighten or loosen it. And there you go. It has a J-style zipper. This would be so much easier. Take you a little tour on the inside. Okay, and as you can see, it's got your bathtub floor, and there's more than enough room in here to stretch out. You can see my feet aren't at the end, and there's a guy line here. You can pull this out more if you want to add a couple of guy lines on it. And there's one on either side to help pull it off of your feet or your head if you're concerned about condensation, and maybe you got a down sleeping bag or something, and you might want to bring a couple extra guy lines for that. Over here to my left, this kind of triangles out here. You can't really see it real good on the camera, but this area is, great for like storing your pack, or if you got any essentials, small essentials. This is a great spot to just have everything right there. There's a little clip up here that you could hang possibly a light from, and then there's also a little mesh pocket by the front entrance. Condensation in this tent, single wall tent. Have not had too much of an issue at all with condensation. Now maybe that's, I've had it out a few times and it hasn't been an issue at all. I've been in the rain, I've been near the river. I just haven't had much condensation. It seems to vent really well. One thing you can do if you do have condensation is just keep a like one of those camp towels with you, a little piece of it, and when you get up in the morning, basically just wipe it all down. Just wipe the the tent down, and you'd be good to go. But I don't think you're gonna have an issue with anything dripping on you or nothing like that. So overall, I've been really happy with this tent. Great tent.